Các bạn để ý các điều sau khi luyện nghe rồi lặp lại. 1. Phải nghe giọng phát âm từ người bản xứ. 2. Phải nghe câu nói trong hoàn cảnh thực tế tự nhiên ngoài đời. 3. Nghe vài lần rồi lặp lại đúng những gì bạn đã nghe. Các bạn đến bây giờ đã biết mục đích luyện nghe là để luyện nói cùng một lúc rồi phải không, cùng như đứa trẻ khi bé. Chúng ta cần hai yếu tố là: 1. Phải nghe giọng người bản xứ. 2. Phải nghe câu nói trong thực tế ngoài đời. Để ý là nghe đúng giọng nói để lặp lại. Bắt đầu bằng câu ngắn rể trước. Đến bây giờ các bạn đã biết phương pháp luyện nghe để luyện nói. Hãy thực tập vài bài học nha.
Yeah. Do you live in, where do you live?
San Francisco.
Yeah. Do you live in, where do you live?
San Francisco.
Go on stage. I'm not saying this to blow you off. People ask me this question all the time, and it's not a blow-off question. Find a stage and go on it. It is the simplest thing.
Where are you from, or where do you live, or what clan or tribe are you a part of? And
I'm going to say yes.
Where do you live?
Bathurst and St. Clair. So it's an older neighborhood.
Oh, it's an older home and renovated.
Yes.
Yeah, that's totally different. It tells me many. If you read the book was designed really for.
This is going to turn into a full self-help for me for the rest of
Push, yeah, you know, because I'm afraid to. If I
Where do
push
you live?
North Carolina.
Do you think?
Go ahead. Yeah, where do you live and what's your question?
I live in Upper East Side.
Where do you live then if you don't live in Los Angeles?
I live in New York.
And
Jersey. Awesome. Where do you live? Freehold. Oh, Freehold.
Anymore. Oh, you don't live there? Where do you live now?
My parents.
so, hi, Sophie, where do you live?
I live in Los.
Then kick ass.
Nathan, where do you live?
I live in Kentucky.
And how old are you?
Vaughn, and where do you live?
In Roseville.
Roseville.
Where do you live? Jerseyville?
I moved from Jersey.
You do? Where do you live? Like, these are questions.
They'll ask me things like, well, where do you live?
So
And where do you live now?
I live actually.
This is done.
Brooke, where do you live?
And then I ask her, where do you live? And she says,
Exciting, isn't it?
That's what I do. Or even more so, hey God, what are you already? What do you want to do? That's what I do. Or even more so, hey God, what are you already doing today? I'm going to partner with you to do that. Because God's always at work around. Hey God, what are we doing? Let's do it. I want my will, your will. Simplicity. Hey God, what are you up to? What do you do? I don't want to do anything else.
All right, that is true.
What do you want to do today?
I want to steal something. I have the itch.
Experiences, and my goal today, what I want to do is to help you to come out today.
Important to you, and then what single brave decision do you need to make today? And I want to loop back to my dad just for a minute.
Steve, are you doing today exactly what you want to do? He said, the answer is not going to be yes every day.
With me, it's like, well, what do you want to work with today? You want to work with this, and that collaborative nature is.
For what role do you want your ad agencies to play today that may be different from a year ago? It sounds like there's sort of new applications. I mean, customer service is on Twitter, for instance. Marilyn, what sorts of things are you looking for?
Well, I'm probably looking for, and I know Ari.
Reading, not nice or socially awkward. What I want to do today is get you to change the frame of how
to their communities, and that's what I'm here today to do.
Of that plan.
So I want to ask you a question today, and that is, what does God want you to do with your life? Why are you here? What is it you're studying?
So today what I want to do is I just want to give you maybe some key thoughts from this passage. And I want to walk down through this passage verse by verse, line by line, and just give you some key thoughts, some key statements, some key words that if you've got
a criminal, kind of an interesting character. I mean, Mark was born in Berkeley in 1948. He came from I want to go back to the question about how to make a criminal kind of an interesting character. I mean, Mark was born in Berkeley in 1948. He came from a family who'd been here for a while. He was middle class. He grew up on Brookside Avenue right off of Claremont. He went to John Muir Elementary School. He went to UC Berkeley, and then he went to a lot of other schools.
I want to go back to Asia in a little bit once we move into your time at Coursera, because I know that's a big market for you there as well. But after 20 years at Yale, you ended up retiring and
acrylic table. So I was like, oh, I want to buy an acrylic table. Let me.
And they say, you know what, where I really want to go to dinner? I mean, that is the worst thing that could happen, because it's basically.
Okay, so I want to go from New York to.
Those are the people that I want to go back to, you know, over time, because everybody wants to work with people who get it, whatever it is they do, right?
That's huge. I mean, I can see that again, even if you don't want to pitch something on television or you're not.
Well, I do. I want to go back to one thing you said before, because it's worth emphasizing. Israel in 1967.
Thanks for having me.
So I want to go back in the day to when you had that moment in your life where you felt what you.
Of course, I want to go back to feeling good.
This I, you have not answered my question. Who is this I? Why?
Who had nowhere to go. She said, I don't want to go into foster care. The only people that
I want to be a dad. I want to take the kids to school. I want to go have lunch with friends. I want to go to the gym. I want to pick the kids up.
Well, if the message I want to give you is to go into trance, and that would be a direct suggestion I would.
Need to go get a patent? Do I really want to pursue this? Is it feasible? Is it financially feasible?
Is that all of this, when investigators go to do investigations, only the guilty people.
I was not a Mac guy, and I didn't want to go through the pain of shifting to a Mac.
Prepared to just learn from the person directly, but I want to know as much as I can before I go in there. Then I take all that I think I know, and then I see.
Jury summons, I don't want to go. I would say you need to read.
You cannot just go, I don't want to go to college, or I don't know what I'm going to do. If you seem like a deadbeat.
It looked different, and I just want to encourage you not to let go. He wants to nourish you.
Figure out what you want to do as far as where to go, and I think one of the important things is
I don't want to go over the same ground, but it just seems to me that not just political.
the people that you'd want to talk to are, oh, wow, you know, I should go get this book. You don't know that but you think it's interesting and it probably is worth an investment of your time.
If you guys want to go check it out, I haven't created this particular video yet. I'm going to be creating a lighting tutorial for my girlfriend's YouTube channel, Beauty Pop channel here on YouTube.
We play Bach cantata.
I just want you to tell me about that dance. Like, I love what you guys are doing. I want to turn.
No, all right. How about why I don't like Hipmunk? And you get things like why Hipmunk is.
I've said to other people, tell me about the meeting, because it was an interesting meeting. I think it's important.
Decision, and he decided to talk, and I said, Dad, tell me about the war.
I said, what can you tell me about what it is to be human? You would probably play a Bach cantata.
And asked the CEO, tell me about your company. And he said, we're an IT company.
If you go in and say, tell me about what's going on here, how can we help you, and you build it and you're critical in that process and ask yourself the hard questions, it doesn't mean you'll always get it right, but it means you're more likely to get it right.
So come with more question marks, less exclamation points.
Absolutely, and you see that in a lot of crises. You see a lot of grandstanding.
You can tell me you love me too. I love you, Dad. But it was like, okay, cool. And so we were in the hospital and I did that poem.
I mean, you tell me you love me and you hate my wife, we're gonna have an encounter. And it won't be.
All of a sudden, I heard this voice say, tell me you love me.
You guys tell me you love me, you like me, you know, you tell me.
I just love you. You don't have to tell me you love me back. I don't need that. Why?
The wife who said, honey, how come you never tell me you love me? He said, oh, sweetheart, when we got married, I told you I loved you. If things change, I'll let you know. A lot of guys live in that way of thinking. Love isn't a diamond that you find, it's a flower that you cultivate.
Tell me it's you, tell me you love me. But he can't. He can't, or it'll ruin everything.
To vote, don't come and tell me how much you love America if you don't vote. I don't want to hear it. You say, well, I don't know.
And I didn't think that it was possible, but let me tell you, today, I love my husband even more than I.
Let me tell you why we are trying to understand how to learn to love.
In the beginning of Netflix, because I love the story. Tell me kind of when the moment was you said.
I'd like you to tell me what you.
I want you to tell me what I need to add, what you love, and if you want to be featured on an upcoming Women Tech Makers show, if you want to contribute.
In relationships are not, I love you, but tell me more. If somebody has a complaint, oh, tell me more, tell me more. I would like to hear more about this. I really want to understand your perspective, tell me more. We're going to see a lot of women doing that. I mean, I've had good reason in my life to be upset with women, and outside of my friends, almost nobody says, you know, tell me more about your experience, or tell me more about what you find unjust towards men in the current social environment and so on. And I think that's telling. You know, people who claim to want a virtue should be the first ones to practice it. And so I